something that would change the world forever? What if the ordinary people around you were suddenly called to extraordinary purpose? What if the choice of a few individuals could ripple through history in ways unimaginable? Jesus spent the night in prayer. Alone, he sought guidance from the Father, seeking clarity and direction for a decision that would shape the course of his ministry and the future of humanity. He was about to choose 12 men, not the most educated, not the most influential, not the socially elite, but ordinary men with hearts ready to follow, hearts willing to be shaped by God's hand. As dawn broke, Jesus gathered his disciples and began to appoint them. Simon, whom he would name Peter, a fisherman with a strong personality and a heart of devotion. Andrew, Peter's brother, steadfast and eager to share the message. James and John, sons of Zebedee, ambitious yet loyal, ready to leave behind family and livelihood. Philip and Bartholomew, quiet and faithful, willing to step into unknown paths. Matthew, once a tax collector aware of his own sins, now called to a higher mission. Thomas, skeptical yet seeking truth. James, son of Alphaeus, faithful but reserved. Simon the Zealot, passionate and fervent. Thaddeus, a man of courage and curiosity. Judas Iscariot, chosen despite the shadow of betrayal, yet still part of the divine plan. Jesus did not choose them for their perfection, nor for their worldly skills. He chose them because their hearts were pliable, their spirits open, and their willingness to follow outweighed any flaws or past failures. This was a selection that demonstrated God's way of valuing potential over appearance, character over status, and devotion over capability. The 12 were ordinary men, yet their ordination revealed the extraordinary truth. God often works through the humble, the overlooked, the unexpected. He does not call the perfect, but he perfects the called. This is a principle that remains timeless. Each of these men had strengths and weaknesses, moments of doubt, fear and failure, yet they were chosen to become instruments of divine transformation. The process was not instantaneous. Jesus spent the entire night in prayer, modeling a pattern of seeking God's will above personal preference or societal expectation. This teaches us the importance of discernment, reflection, and alignment with God's heart before making decisions that affect lives and legacies. God's selection is always purposeful, grounded in wisdom, not impulse. Consider the human side of this story. The disciples leaving behind boats, taxes, families, and familiar lives. They were stepping into uncertainty, embracing a journey that would demand courage, resilience, and unwavering faith. Yet they followed, because the call of Jesus was greater than fear, the promise of his guidance stronger than doubt, and the vision of God's kingdom more compelling than comfort. This selection also reveals something profound about leadership. True leadership is service, humility, and responsibility. The 12 were chosen not to dominate or control, but to learn, to grow, and to serve as extensions of Jesus' ministry. They were trained through experience, corrected through challenges, and transformed through the presence of God in their lives. This teaches that leadership is about character, not title, influence, not power, obedience, not ambition. Even Judas, the betrayer, was included. This reminds us that God's plan often includes complex realities, difficult choices, and even those who will falter. It is a lesson in patience, grace, and understanding that the outcomes of divine selection are ultimately in God's hands. Sometimes those we call to serve may stumble, yet the overarching purpose remains intact. The ordination of the 12 apostles also underscores the importance of community and collaboration. Each man brought unique gifts, perspectives, and strengths. They were meant to complement each other, forming a unified body that could reach wider than any individual alone. The lesson is clear. God equips his people to work together, emphasizing unity, diversity of gifts, and collective impact. Through this event, Jesus reveals that calling is personal yet communal, selective yet inclusive, human yet divine. He teaches us that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary outcomes when aligned with God's will. The path of discipleship is not easy. It is marked by sacrifice, learning, and transformation. Yet it carries the power to shape history and touch countless lives. The 12 apostles serve as a reminder that God's vision often looks beyond immediate circumstances, societal status, or personal limitations. He calls those who are willing, molds them through experience, and sends them into the world to bear fruit beyond what they could imagine. Every act of obedience, every step of faith, magnifies God's kingdom and demonstrates the power of following His guidance faithfully. This story challenges us personally. Are we open to God's call, even if it seems inconvenient, daunting, or beyond our understanding? Are we willing to be shaped, tested, and used for a purpose greater than ourselves? The example of the 12 reminds us that God's selection is about potential, faithfulness, and heart alignment, not perfection. Thank you for watching this video. If this message inspired you, please like, follow the channel, and share this video with others. Explore the full teaching to understand the profound lessons behind Jesus' selection of the 12 apostles, and see how His call can guide your life toward purpose, faith, and transformative impact.